Hey folks, how's it going? Hope you're having a good day. Thank you for clicking on the video. I am been kindly lent this Super Mario Lego set by my good friend Max Messi. He's received this set himself, but has kindly lent it to me so I can build it first and get an experience and show you guys what the course looks like. This is the first expansion set I've got my hands on. I haven't even got the regular starter set. However, he has lent me Mario. He's a cool little dude. Hey Mario. It works even on the colour of the box. So let's set him over there. Right, let's have a look inside the box. So we have our paper instructions. Scan to add your set to digital collection. So all the Lego Mario stuff works digitally with a phone or tablet. This is all the sets you can combine together. There you go, the expansion packs as well. You need to get some more of these guys. You can see I've got a few of them already, a few duplicates. So she'll need to get some more of those. Right, let's get building. Right, clear some space. So let's get the app on the phone. And it is this one here. Let's load it up. Okay, let's get the first one open. So what do we have here? Oh, it's got a pale yellow brick. Not so used to having the pale ones. So we're starting off with some feet. And the feet don't seem to have a particular way around. The good thing about the digital sets is you can scroll around and see how it all fits. So that looks like one of these pieces. Let's fit onto there. Let's go next. So we have a 1x2 flat. Now it's a pale 1x2 flat. So that's where it gets interesting. We got two different shades of yellow. Not used to that at all. Okay, we got those two pieces on. Now two. Oh, these are interesting. Oh, it's like a Technic piece. So there are two pieces. Next. This is reminding us we can rotate the instructions. Thank you very much. So 2x2, pale on top, and this disc with a belly. Let's go next. Ah, the arms. So the arms have got the your Technic clip. Put those into there. Very cool. So traditional Lego style arms, but slightly chunkier. Let's go next. So we need a darker yellow piece. 1x2 flat and then full size brick. These two blue, it's a nice deep blue there. And an angled piece. Appears to be the nose. Oh, it's the mouth. Let's go next. 2x1 mini slope. And that goes on top of a 2x1 flat. Then we have a singular disc for this side. Let's spin it around so we can see what's going on. So it's the center of the disc onto the side of that blue bit. And I'm assuming that's going to be the same on this side. There's these nice big cheeks. Now his eyes. There we go, that's the eyes. Let's fit on there. Let's go next. The shell. So let's make sure we've got the shell the right way around. So with the arch there. And the corner of the barcode, like so. Let's go next. So we're then putting the shell on there. So there we go. That gives us our little character there. Next, is that him complete? It is. Now we need to scan him with Mario. So let's knock him over. Switch Mario back on.
Lego Mario
That is pretty cool. Connect to Lego Mario. I need to connect him back up again. Right, got Mario connected. You've added a new set. Let's go. Aha. I have the castle set there. So we got that piece built. Let's put him over there for the moment. Put Mario with him. So bag 2, bag 3, bag 4. Okay, so let's go for bag 2. Break the bag open. All our small pieces in the small bag. There's a nice square piece there. We've got a base. Probably the base we're starting with. A couple of smaller bases. It's been ages since I've built something with this substantial amount of Lego. Most of my builds have been small sets like this. Thank you again, Max, for lending me this set. Allows me to get back into the joy of Lego. Separate these pieces out a little bit so we can see what's going on. That should be enough there. Cool. So we're starting with our base here then. So let's move on to the next one. So flip the base. And we have a nice long 14. Is that a 14? It is. 2x14 piece. That's a nice long piece that is. Then we have the 2 yellow. What's that? It's a 6, 2x6 on the flip side. And you flip it over. We have a blue 2x4. I do love that shade of blue. Nice colour blue there. One of the things I like about Lego pieces is how vibrant the colours are. We have the two of these pieces on the side now. So they butt right up. So two different slightly shades of green there. And we need two brown flat pieces. Oh, and of course they're going to be in our small bag. Just leave the rest of them in there for the moment. We don't want to get it all everywhere. And these two brown pieces go on the back here. Like so. Go next. Oh, we've got quarter circle pieces. Now they meet the brown piece on the side there. There's another quarter. Nice. Let's go next. We got two. Got two 1x4 flat pieces that are going to go next to these. Where's my other one? There it is. So we need one of these long flat blue pieces. That's going to go all the way covering our blue piece that's already there. And let's get from our small bag. That only covers the top piece there. Okay, we can zoom in to confirm that. There we go. Let's go next. So now we're adding our third green panel at the bottom. Next, now we have our other long blue piece. Now that uses, oh I see, so you offset them to connect the two together. And our 1x4 for that blue piece to go there. So we've got a consistent strip and offset for a bit of strength there. Oh, okay, let's put this aside. And then we're starting with a 2x2 brown flat piece. We've got 1x2 red. It's going to go on the one side. And 1x2 yellow with a ridge. Like so. Okay. Next, we have a 2x2 brown to go on the top. Now we add this to our build. So that sits at the bottom with the yellow overlapping the blue. And next, yes, we know we can move it. Thank you for the instruction. So we've got a upward slope times 2, and that's going to go either side here. One there. And one that side. So that gives us a nice little tri-block. We have 4 black barrels, that looks like. Into our small bag. There's 1, 2, 3, and 4. Let's make sure these don't roll away. So they sit in the corners down here. Let's go next. Let's put this to a side again. With our 10 by 2 for that panel. And we're adding one of these long green slopes on the end there. And a blue 1 by 2 short slope there. Okay. Right, now that rejoins our main piece here. So that just sits on top then by the looks of it. Okay. That'll be interesting to see what becomes of that later. Put that to the side again. Oh no, this is an interesting piece. I haven't come across one of these before. I've not built any large sets for a while, so this might be more common piece these days, but certainly not what I'm used to. So we've now got a... Now is it that piece? Yes, it is. A bit hard to see when it's black, but it is indeed the ones with the holes in. Now we've got our 2 arches sit over the top. And we have a rod. There's our rod. We have a brown rod sitting up through the middle. Let's go next. And we have a, what would you call that? Sort of half cone. That'll be sitting on top of that. Now that rejoins our main piece here and sits over the 4 black barrel pieces. So is that like a lock? I think that's like a locking piece. So we lift that up to... Oh, you have a mechanism. Oh, that's cool. Okay. Let's carry on. Let's put this to the side again. There's a lot of miniature builds, which is quite cool. With brick, I like these ones. Actual stone brick wall type bricks. So you want 3 of those. Let's get these 3. Use these ones, and then we want the 3 1 by 2 smooth flat pieces to go on top. Let's make 3 of these. There's 1, 2, and 3, like so. Let's go back to our main build, and they all sit around the edge. Cool. Let's go next. Alright, put this to the side again. Start off with a blue disc with a hole in the center. Then we're adding the POW 2 by 2 black brick with a POW print. It's going to go on top, and we want our barcode on top of there. So our POW box. And now that goes on top of, slightly precariously, but it's there. Go next. Oh, okay. Now we've got a nice black square that we always pointed out earlier. Let's go next. The 8 by 2 brown piece onto there. Oh, we have a semicircle. They're going on there. Now we have another barcode. Where's that barcode? Oh, it's in a small bag. And that goes with the corner down there. Okay, let's go next. Do a flip. Now we have 4 1x2s with the loop on them. So they go furthest and second furthest on the corners. Gives us what I'm assuming to be a hinge, most likely. Let's find out. Then we have a couple of smooth sloping up pieces. And they kind of just go on those bits there. There's our other one gone. There it is. So they just smooth off that side there. Go next. The red 1x2. That just fills in that little gap. Right, we've got a load of these. Ah, these are different. So it's smooth, but it's got the studs on the other end. So these are like an underpiece smooth rather than actually being smooth on top. So these go firstly there and then offset as you go up the piece. Excellent. And we have one more piece that sits in there. Let's go next. We have a couple of these beige rods. And they go on either side. So that's a double length and a single length. This gives it a bit more strength, I suppose, on the hinge. Now we have a couple of 1x2 Technic style bricks facing that way. And then that does a flippy around like that and sits. Let's zoom into our picture, let's go and see where it's going. So it sits on these pieces here. So it sits forward a bit. So it's just on the first 2 studs of these brown pieces. Make sure that's nice and secure. Now what's our mechanism going on here? So if you hit the POW, it knocks that down. Okay. Let's go next. And of course, next one is just flip it down, which we have. Do a flip around this way. And we have 4 tall pieces, 1x2 tall. So that goes next to what we just put in. and then on top of what we just put on, go next, and now we have a couple of the brick wall pieces just to meet the height. Make sure that's nice and clipped down. Now let's put that to the side. We're nearly through bag 2. There's a lot in bag 2 here. So 4 1x4 brown pieces, and they just sit on top of each other. Next, they then sit on top of these. Okay, so we're building up a couple of walls. Go next. Cool, just has to plug in the phone. We don't want this dying on us. We have a couple of 1x2 flat brown pieces. Take it from our small bag. And there you go. On here and here. Oops, stabilize that a bit. And we've got a couple of arches now. So the arch goes across, and the second one joins it. Go next, and the last 2 brick style. Zoom right in on there. No, interestingly, I put it the wrong way around. These bricks have 2 patterns on. So you've got like an offset pattern and a straight pattern. So it's telling me the offset is actually internal. So let's carefully remove that. Swap these bricks over. Do the same this side. And then add these brick pieces on top. Go next, and we've got some upward slopes. One of those there, and our other piece here. Go next. Ooh, we've got some nice pieces in here. Right, need these curved pieces, 2 of these. They then sit around the quarter circle pieces down here. Go next. Then we need these long pieces to sit on top. Oops, upside down. Go next. A couple more of these arches. Quarter circle pieces. That's to the side for the moment. I'm going to use 1x2 with bar. We have another small bag. Let's put this 1x2 flat brown piece onto the black with bar. And a 1x2 hinge. So that then sits on top. And that, let's give this a flip. That hangs off of the centre over there. Now we have a, ooh, it's like a pretty burgundy, interesting colour. That's this across the two here. We've got two burgundy quarter circles that just finish these top pieces here. And next, oh, we've got quite a few bits going on here, haven't we? So 3 upward slopes, 1, that's a corner, 2, 3 of the upward slopes, and 4 1x1 bricks. So that goes on 1x1 right on the corner of the quarter circle on either side, and we have an upward slope next to those. And a singular in the middle, followed by the central piece there. Cool, let's go next. We have 2 more upward slopes. And they sit back one and go on those pieces. Go next, and finally the upward corner piece goes right on the end there. Where's the other one? There it is. Let's go next. With 2 of these right angle pieces. And the opposite over here. Now we have 2 grey they sit in these little spaces here then. 1x1 grey with a side stud on either side there. Oh, we've got a few pieces now. So we've got a 1x10, and that goes across the top there. Okay. Got 2 black quarter circles that hold these 2 side bits together, and a 1. What is that? That's just a standard 2x2 that sits on that beam like that. Go next to smaller. I got the quarter circle pieces the wrong way around. Let's take these off. So we have 2 smaller quarter circles. They're actually the ones that go on here. So it leaves the edge exposed. Now these ones actually sit in the middle. That's better. Let's go next. So we have a 1x6 flat piece. Let's go to sit across there. And two 2x2 flat pieces either side. A nice light grey. It's a nice sturdy model, that is. Oh, we've got a few little bits to build now. We have seven of these patterned brick pieces with the 1x2 flat smooth bits on top. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Cool, now where are these going to go? All around the front. Let's flip this over. Now, which way are they facing? Zoom right in. So it's the overlapping pattern on the outside of it. So we have one that goes on that side, one over here. There's all these exposed bits on the edge here. Get a brick. We have a cloud. That's quite a cool piece for a cloud. And do a flip on the cloud and one of these rods. That's a cool rod piece. And that goes onto the cloud like that. And we have small piece. Let's put these two tower bits over here. And now there it is. It's like a little bolt, that is, isn't it? And that sits through this hole. Not sure how far it goes. Suppose we'll find out. Let's put that there for the moment. You know, 1x1 with a clip and 1x1 clear. And sit on top. And turn it over. We have another cloud piece. Go like so. There we go, that makes sense. And that clips on part way onto the rod. So it gives the impression that it's floating, I suppose. And that pin is all the way through. Okay. And that goes onto our main model. So that now clips into this hole on the back. Like that. So we now have a cloud on the main castle piece. Oh, another cloud bit. Looks like we're doing the opposite. Doing the mirror. Another pin. Let's go all the way through this time, now we know. Go next, let's make another white and transparent clip piece. That goes onto our final cloud bit. And that clips on this side. And we got that fitting onto our main model. On that hole there. And it goes. Go next. Oh, we've got some flowers now. We have a couple of these green leaves with a yellow flower head. I always found Lego flowers to be the most intricate little pieces. There's a couple of those. Next, and those flowers sit on the front of the model. One goes there, and the other one, it's showing to go here. So we're not going for full symmetry on this by the looks of it. Now we're saying that set is complete. That part of the set at least. So the castle door is fully closed. There's no way you can get in there. Oh, there we go. You hit the POW, hit the castle, and you're in. Now that's so cool. This piece on its own is cool. Let's have a bit of a closer look there. So we now have our POW switch. We've got our closed drawbridge. We have our patterned bricks at the top here. Whoops, drawbridge is falling down. We have our moat. And we've of course got the mechanism in the back there and our clouds floating above the castle. Let's put that back there. That's a cool set. There's. Let's build one of these towers then. Alright, let's start with one of these black bases. And add tower. Make sure that's nice and securely on. I want a 2x2 brick on that corner. And a 2x2 slope coming off it. That side, and then one again on the edge there. Let's go next, and now the brown plate overlapping. Let's put that to the side for the moment, get our small bricks. Then we need another couple of these patterned brick pieces. So 1x2. That piece is on top, so patterned overlapping is on the outside of what this design is. Double check, yes. Next, and they sit on the outside. So that's in the same design as the main castle. We've got these bits on the outside here. That's now got a little miniature tower there. That is complete. So let's put that tower to the side for the moment. Build the mirrored tower. Yes, we have our black panel there. Let's put our tower piece on top. Just save you building an entire piece as is one. It's a lot thinner as well. This could be the exact mirror. So we've got a 2x2 brick there. 2x2 slope on the front. One on the edge. We have our brown panel that sits on top. And two more of our patterned bricks. Move our flat piece on top. And there you go on our edges again. So there's pattern overlap on the outside. So that is our two outer towers. There's another instructional video to let us know Mario can open the tower by hitting the POW. We've discovered that, so we have two towers, so they can sit over there for the moment. Number 3 is a tree. Number 3 is a tree. Let's pull the rest of these out. Starting with our traditional tree trunk and antennae, multi-purpose rod. And we've got a couple of light brown bowels slide on top. You have a green bowl type shape on top of that. We have a 2x2 barrel and our cone piece on top of that. That's the same as the whoops, one over there. Same tree design as the ones on here. But of course, it actually has a bottom bowl piece. Cool, that tree is done. Let's set him aside. Assuming not all these are spares. Might be, but wouldn't have thought so. So we have our finish flag in bag 5. Right, let's start with this nice base piece here. We have our 1x6 brown bit across the back. Now we just go into our small bag. There we've got a nice little grey slopey piece. This goes on there in the middle. And next, oh, these are interesting pieces. You've got the loop on the top. 1x2 with a loop goes on there. And we have a covering slope piece, 1x2 cover slope. Making these names up as I go, by the way. These aren't official names. So if you are familiar with Lego terminology, I do apologise. There we've got a connecting Technic clip. Oh, this is quite a unique piece. So we've got a 2x4 flat, half Technic, and half loop. Never seen one like that before. Okay, that has a black Technic clip. Goes in there. Right, and that sits like so. So we've got piece here, piece here. Interesting. I'm intrigued to see how this turns out. And a couple of green covering slope pieces on that side. One this side. Now we have they seem to have the opposite piece. That's basically 2x3, but with a loop on the end there. And that clips on to there. And kind of sits there. Okay. Interesting. And then we have our panel piece that goes on there. So I suppose that be able to lift. Oh, we have a rod. Oh, that's quite a long tubular rod. What do we do with the rod? We have a connecting piece here. Another Technic style connecting piece. Goes on the end. Ooh. Okay, we have like a little ball. Yellow ball piece. Goes onto a yellow stud with a hole in the middle. And that goes on the end. So this is our flagpole. Let's push that on nice. There we go. So if it looks like a flagpole to me. And there's our flag. Mario flag. So that's basically a flap 2x6 with a Mario symbol print. Where does that go? So this panel flips out, and that clips on there. Okay. Go next, and then that sits just on that, so I can see that's the trigger panel. Go next. So that is complete. So we've got some more pieces here. It's interesting. Let's play our little video. Cool. So that's for our Mario to sit on. Thank you, Video Mario. Let's go into number 5. Into bag 6. Yep, split the bag open. Start one of these panels. And we have 2x1 pieces all the way around. And then another panel piece on top. And that's it for that, is it? Okay. Let's put that to the side. What do we have here now? Start with one of these again. And we have a 2x2 hanging off the edge of that. And that connects the second panel. Okay. And lots of 1x2s all the way around the edge. Oops, upside down. Let's hold this up. It's easy to do it this way. And then we'll two 2x4s overlapping there and there. There are more 1x2s just to extend the shape up. And again 2x4 across that way. And let's guess, yes, of course, 1x2 on either side, and a 2x2 in the center. So we've got our shape going all the way up there over 3 layers. Now we have one of these panels topping that off, similar to this one. But then, oh, it's like a pale greeny grey, one of these donutty type pieces from earlier. That goes on there. Let's go into our bag of small bits. We've got 2 brown 1x4s either side. Oh, let's put this to the side for a moment. And then we've got one of these upside down. And 2x6 goes like that. Got 2 of these 1x2 with a loop, as I like to call them. And an upward slope cover goes there. And a couple of Technic clips. Very satisfying click sounds those do. Now I've got another 1x2 with loop. Now that goes on here, so let's flip this up. A bit of a hingy thing going on. Oh, that's the side again. Now one of these lime greeny Technic pieces. It's going to have 2 of these Technic style clips on either side. And that clips to a second one. And some grey. Technic pieces, clips on either side. And we've got the 2 1x2 with loops for our hinges, either side of that. Oh, now this one goes, let's flip this up. This goes to the other side of the strip. Push that down. Now we have 2 1x2 slope pieces just to cover those edges up. You got a nice slope there, and that sits back on top. Now what's this little symbol about? Never seen one of those before. Don't know what that means. So that's another piece. Okay. So I'm not sure if that's a spare, so that goes in there. And that's going to be a connecting panel, I'm assuming, at some point. Let's watch a little video. Ah, it kills our little turtle friend. Let's go into build number 6. Split the bag open. So I do like how this set gets you to build the pieces as additional blocks, which will then be assembled into the final model. Sit Mario over there. So all those over there. Some loads of cool looking pieces in here, including the pipe piece, classic Mario pipe. Now starting on these 12 by 2 pieces. Then straight into the small bag. Got a few small pieces in there so we won't get those out. We join our other 12 by 2 piece. A nice long bit. I've got 2 blue panels. These are typically going to be water panels, from what I understand of the Mario sets. And we've got 2 green bits on the end. We've got a blue 2 by 2 for that piece on the one side. This links these two together. And a 2 by 2 green with smooth panel on there. So that sits facing this way. Like that. Okay. I've got some pale blue flowers. So one sitting over here, goes there, and another one sitting here, and 2 clear smooth studs, one sitting there, and the other sitting with namings. Okay, now we're making some flowers. Need 2 green leaves and 2 pale blues. Or 2 little blue flowers. Where do they sit? So we have 1. Zoom that in a bit. Rotate that around. There we go. So that's sitting on that corner there, and that one sitting there. We have a long slope. There we go. That's going right up against that edge there. And we're 1 by 4 green brick that goes alongside it. 1 by 4 green panel. What's happening with this then? And 1 by 2 with loop. That goes on the end of that bit. And with a green stud. That sits on top of the brown piece there. and then sits beside this. Okay. And we've got a red 1x4 that continues over. A 1x4 green brick that sits beside it. And one brown 1x2 that sits the other side of this yellow piece. And we've got two long blue 10x1 bricks that meet the edge here and connect across. Next, another 1x4 green brick. Two of those. So one sits. Let's zoom in, see what's going on here. Is that lined up with, there we go, bird's eye view. That's lined up with the green bit there. Likewise on the other side. It's a good thing about these digital instructions, you can see from all angles. Oh, now this is another unique piece. Got the loops in the center. We have our grey Technic clip on either side. And the blue Technic piece 1x2 either side of that. And that one sits against there. So a little rocky bit. Got two 1x4 blue flat pieces. They sit either side of that. And two clear flat studs. And they sit right on the edge there. A long singular yellow slope piece that offsets and connects those two bits. Now we've got these quarter circle pieces. They join across there. Around that side. And to there. And we've got these double brick pieces. They're going to sit either side of that. Put that down for a moment. We have a white Technic piece with, there it is over there. 1x2 with a Technic clip poking out. And that one sits lined up there. Okay. Ooh. Green stud with a flower or a leaf followed by a green stud. So let's put these bits together. So green stud, leaf, green stud, and that sits in that corner there. Right, more quarter circles. Let's build up our pipe. That's a pipe build up, and then we've got one red barrel that sits just on top of that yellow piece, like so. Now we've got 1x3 brown piece times 2, and they're going right up against the pipe. And 2. Oh, now these are interesting. It's almost got like a hinge clip. Never seen one like that before. 1x2 black brick with a clip sticking out with that. Sits over the top of the little brick there. Now we got one of these square donut pieces. Been using a few of these in this set. That sits across all of those, just reinforce it all. That's really solid build, that. So what I've noticed so far with this set is how well the construction is, that this is not going to fall apart. So we got the 1x3 pieces there, and 1x2 there. So we're building that up now. So next, 1x4 flat smooth bit on there, and 2 smooth bits either side of here, and another smooth bit across there. Now we have this brown 2x8, and we're attaching the 2x6 on the end of it, and a flat 2x6 on top of that. Grey disc flat, green 2x6 on top of that one. It's almost Minecraft, that is. And green pad panel, followed by a 2x4 flat smooth on top of that bit. And that goes, so that goes on to our hinge piece there, which is another flip. It's another flip mechanism by the looks of it. And then we have our Mario pipe piece going on top. There are more spare bricks there. Let's put all those together. It's bag 8. Let's get this open. A red Technic piece with grey clip. Attach a green piece with another clip. Attach another green piece with an additional clip. And yet another green piece with another clip. Guess what? Another green piece with another clip. I'm noticing a pattern here. A weird chain thing going on there. Yet another one. With that clip. Let's go one more again. Ooh, another one. I reckon all these green pieces are going to be continuous on like this. Yeah. That's the last green one. Can't be any more beyond that. There we go. or Technic style rod with a loop. That connects into something. Nice for that. Snaky bit chain on the side. A 1x4 white. There's a 1x2 with bar. 2 1x1 flat pieces. And 1x2 red brick. And 2 white with side stud, 1x1s. Like a little face. Hello. Oh, let's put that to the side for a moment. Have a 1x2 red. Never know what to call these ones. So it's kind of a slope with a bit hanging off the end of it. Curvy bit. And that goes back onto our piece on top there. And we have a angled bit, 1x2 white angle. 2 more of these sloped corner pieces. And a 1x2 flat white piece on there just to finish off the shape. One of these little pyramid spiky bits. Put one of those on each of these protruding studs on the side. And now we need a green barrel, 2x2, sit on the bottom there. There's that bit there. Looks like it. Cool. For a 1x4 white, 1x2 with double clip. 2 1x1 flat. Either side of that. Yeah, red 1x2 brick with 2 white side studs. To the side for a moment, we have a 1x2 red. Seeing a pattern emerging here, 2 curved corner pieces. Another one of those shapes, which of course then fits on the back of this. There's a nice click there, isn't it? Snappy click. Another 1x2 angled bit. 2 white curved corner pieces. And 1x2 smooth flat on top, completes our shape. And all these spiky triangles on all the side pointing studs. So I reckon this is probably a mouth. Just guessing now. So they look like teeth to me. Then we have a smooth 2x2 disc bit. Aha. So that's the bottom of the mouth, and then we clip the top. Yum yum. And that goes to the end of our chain piece here. And that then continues into, yeah, so what do we do here? I'm interested in what we do here. Okay. Does that just kind of poke its head out? Yeah. Kind of sits there waiting. Alright, we have a rod. This is a weird piece. It's kind of partial rod, partial Technic clip. We have a red barrel that sits on top of it. And that goes in. Okay. So that pushes through like that. So that kind of holds that in place. We now have, so we're now bringing this blue disc in with a white 2x2 on top. Now I have a red 2x2 brick with our barcode. And that sits barcode corner that way in there. Okay, it's kind of like springy. Put that for a moment. That's an interesting piece there. Like a bottom curvy bit. That's even more interesting. Kind of got a teeth hingy piece, 1x2 kind of thing. It goes onto there. We've got some greenery. So top bit's connected there, bottom bit on there. And that goes. So that's a bit sticking out. So these two meet. And it goes up. These are adjustable. So it holds it in place. And I bet you we need a mirror. There we go. So one of these. 2x1. Then we have our foliage. And that goes on the other side. Clip that on and up twice. Put our spares over here. Piece is complete. Let's watch a little video. What does Mario do? He comes along, smashes it. So that sits like that. So Mario comes along and smashes that. See, so the barcode's actually doesn't go up until you push that inside. I'm not sure about this flipping. Not enough flip going on there. Oh well. Well, we got a couple more bits to build in the final piece. Bomb guy. Let's build this one. So we need bag 9. Break it open. So we're starting off with yellow feet. And we need a grey block. It's quite a unique block. 2x2 on the side, 1x2 on the top and the other sides. So that's going on this side here. And let's go next. And here we go. Thought so. Let's go on the other side. So we've got blocks, studs all the way around the bomb guy. So let's put that down there. Let's go next. Right. Let's find our pieces. So we need a 2x2 with a single stud on top. And one for the back. Go next. Oh, okay, let's break in a small bag. We need this blue piece with a single dot I'm going to call that. And the flame, the little flame piece. So this is, I'm assuming, going to be a similar design to the one at the singular poly bags. This should be a very similar design to that. Let's find out. So a clear or unprinted panel on that side there. And the clock winder on the back. On the front, let's put our panel with two little eyes. And the barcode goes on that side. So there's his barcode. That's our bomb guy built. Let's see what Mario does with this guy. Knocks him over. And gets his points. So that is basically this bomb guy here, minus his stand. Let's build our next bit. Put this over here. You can go sit over there for now. Got our spare bits there. So we need our main tower piece. Okay, it's saying we need to add our tower on top. So this one is tower facing outwards with, so yes, so that we spin around. It's got to go so that goes over. So where this grey plate is, it sits over the grey plate. And the other one sits over this grey plate. Move this cloud out of the way. Those two pieces sit together there. Let's put this to the side for a moment. We need a now we need some of these parts from an earlier bag. Need a blue 2x4 for that piece. And a hinge. The hinge goes on the end there. 2x4 green for that piece on the other side of the hinge. And need a smooth blue 2x2 cover. Same for the green. And a clear stud. That's going to go there. And that fits on the side of that panel there then, by the looks of it. Now I'm assuming we need to make a mirror, possibly. Let's find out. 2x4 green, a hinge, and another green panel. Okay, so it's a green to green, this one. So we've got a smooth green cover piece over there, but what's this side? Oh, we don't have one. Okay. So that goes on this side. Oops, our drawbridge come down. Back you go. Right, so we need a red 2x12 and three pyramid spiky bits, clear amber. Let's say transparent amber. And they go. So 4th stud along, followed by one diagonal, then 2 spaces over and one there. Line these up a bit better. Okay, that matches the picture. Let's go next. And that goes on the front here with a stud space. Ah, okay, turn this around. So that then fits underneath and actually matches up, lines up to the brown panel there. Now we need one of the grey bases. Which one is it? It's a smaller grey base. Yep. 4x4, and that leaves us a stud between the amber pyramid and the grey base. Now we need to make another one. So another 12x2 with 3 amber pyramids. Where do these go? These look to be a mirrored arrangement. Like so. That goes the other side with a stud spacing between the pyramid and the panel. So those two kind of butt up together there. Now we need our ending, our goal flag. Oops, push that back up. Let's make a bit of space here. Move some of these modules a bit further back. Oh, don't want to lose that barrel there. Let's put them in there. Put a few of these parts in the bag there. So this then goes with the flag down onto this little hinge piece. Goes right up against the hinge. Next, so we need a green 2x10, so one of these pieces, and a grey flat 2x2 disc. That goes smack in the centre. And that comes out the side. Okay. That goes right up to the grey disc. Now we need a 2x14 brown panel. For green plate. Now how does that goes right up to the end of the green plate. Now I've got one of our modules over here. That goes up against that green plate. Now we've got our, nearly lost the tree there, going for a roll. So that now goes against there. So this is basically a set of steps up for Mario to kind of leap along. And that goes on the end here with a 2 stud gap. Can I safely put our tree over there? So lift that. So that goes all the way across, all lined up nicely. Now we need a 2x10 green. Let's move this at an angle, that works better for me. 2x10 green. And a hinge. And then the other 2x2 2x10 green on the other side of that hinge. And our 2 green slope covers. Either side of that. And that goes. So this is where it's kind of holding it together then. So that's come off there. So that goes against this piece here. And we'll line up with that red piece. Let's put this back on there, and that lines up like that. Okay. So now we have our plant connects on the other side. So the way that connects then is that lines up with the blue panel on this side. So let's move some of these out of the way so I can push this back a bit. So we've got our 2 little bad guys. All the small pieces, move all those up. We'll push our model back. Let's push this out to the side. That fits on there. Then we have a blue 2x10. With another little hinge. And the other blue 2x10. With our grey sloped covers. Either side of that hinge. Just gives it a bit more of a resilience there. So that hinge is not going to come off so easily. Grey discs. Always look after your spares. You may never need them, but when you do, you'll be thankful. They go smack in the middle there with a line up. There we go. So it's got a 3 stud either side of the discs. Now that connects our 2 pieces together over here. So this is all our unused parts as yet. So that has these 2 studs on the end here sitting underneath the green panel. And let's line that up in the front there. Let's get all the model on the table. Excellent, okay. Now we've got our green panel piece here, the large grey panel. That's going to sit holding the 3, can't count, 3 routes to the castle. You either go by the grass, the lava, or the water. Push down on that, make sure that's all connected. Now I need some flowers. I knew we were going to need these flowers. 2 lots of flowers. We need 2 sets of leaves, 2 yellow flowers. Move this piece over. I'm sure this piece is going to be needed soon. Put the flower heads onto the leaves. And where do they go? They go either side of this bit over here. So you've got 2 studs and then a flower on this side, 1 stud and then a flower on that side. Now the tree, the tree that tried to escape, that is going right up on the castle piece next to the flower over there. So I wonder why we didn't add the tree earlier in the build. Maybe there's at risk of being knocked off. Who knows? Okay. So we have a brown barrel, got one of those in here. brown barrel, and a interesting 2 block high 1x1 with a 1x2 on the side. That's sitting on top of there, and a brown stud, flat stud on top. Ah, now we've got a sign. That's what it is. It's a sign. And that's going to go in the centre there. And that sign sits next to this flower. So let's spin this instruction around. So there's a stud between the flower and the sign. So that's going to go. It's going to go here. Like that. So you can go either way there. And the bomb guy, he sits on that grey panel. Isn't actually connected, he just kind of sits loosely there. Oh no, turtle guy sits loosely on there. Is that our build complete? Yeah, it looks like it's complete there. Put all our spares together. No more spares on my table, nope. So this set basically leaves you ending up with a few little spares there. Got a couple of the grey Technics rod clips, 2 of the black rod clips, got a 1x1 white flat stud, an amber pyramid, a white pyramid, a brown flat stud, a clear flat stud, a light green stud, a yellow stud, a blue stud with pin, pale blue flower, yellow flower head. I think that's everything mentioned. Oh, and a clock winder piece. So you've got a few of the small parts that you could potentially lose, though you don't tend to lose these Technic connector rods very often, possibly in building, but once they're clipped in, they're clipped in. Rest of these I can see potentially be knocked off, but it's good that you've got spares in there. Always look after your spares. So that is that set built. Oh, so we give it a little go. Switch on Mario here.
Lego Mario time!
So you can come along, go in the water. Yes, supposedly when you hit that tunnel there, it's supposed to catapult this guy back into there. So that hasn't worked as it's designed. Maybe I'm doing it wrong, but then you can get lots of coins for defeating or we go down the front here. We can knock over our Koopa Trooper. Oh, onto the fire. Careful, just knock over the bomb. Let's go down this way. Is it the POW? So that's a pretty cool set. This is the only one I've actually got my hands on. Not had much experience with Lego Mario apart from this one. So thank you again, Max Messi, for lending me not only Lego Mario himself, but lending me this brand new set of yours to put together and test. Very tempted to grab this one myself. Lots of fun little things to do there. So the only real disappointment is this guy here. That's trying to get that to flip. Maybe I didn't do something right on that. But other than that, love the POW switch there, pushing down that drawbridge. That is awesome there. And there's the flag. So thank you everyone for watching this. It's been fun building this. Hope you've enjoyed my build. I'll be doing a full edit of this build with my commentary, and most likely a speeded up version, kind of like a summary build for those who don't want to be sat here watching this for an hour. So yeah, thank you everyone. I stream, let's grab this turtle. I stream Lego games to YouTube as well as my Twitch. You can find me as twitch.tv/hugjunkie, as well as on this channel as youtube.com/hugjunkie. You can keep up to date with me on my Twitter, twitter.com/djhugjunkie. Always post when I'm going to be streaming live. If you enjoy Lego games, make sure you check me out. And you never know, if I pick up this Lego Mario stuff, I might do some Lego Mario streams. Isn't that right? Yes. Cool. Cheers guys, I'll see you next time.